Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be doing this setup. It is for Ramadan, our first Ramadan setup. If you guys don't know, Ramadan is a month on the Islamic calendar where we as Muslims, we fast for 29 or 30 days, and it's based on the sighting of the moon. And when I say fast, I mean no water, no liquid, no food or nothing. But the month in this purpose is more so not about food, but becoming closer to God or Allah. So this is what I'm doing right now. This is an area in my sister's home where she can sit down and read during the month of Ramadan and have somewhere comfortable to, sit with a beautiful garland next to her. So, and let's talk about the colors really quickly. I am using Tuftex Blue Slate and Mustard. And they are double stuffed with black and cocoa for mustard and black for the blue slate, and sizes 17, 11, 5, and 36 for the mustard. And then I have Olive by Gemar, which is just 36, 11, and 5-inch balloons. And before we get started, I want to apologize ahead of time for some of the angles that I had when recording this video. They wasn't the best, but I hope you guys still able to get some tips on what I was doing. Sorry about that, but let's get started now. Hey guys, so right now you see me, I am adding the fishing line on the hooks. And what I like to do, I like to add the fishing line in between the hooks because it's two hooks together. I like to add my fishing line in between and I tie it 2 or 3 times. That way, if the balloons is moving it up and down, the fishing line won't slip off in any kind of way. And I will link these hooks that I got from Amazon in the description box. There are particular ones to get from Amazon. I like to get the ones with the flower shape on them. It's definitely a difference. And for the actual, like you see, I use some painter tape, the blue tape, and then I actually put glue on top of that, and then I put the hook on it, and then I put some more of the blue tape over top of the hook just to secure it, and you let that dry for at least an hour before you start adding balloons on it. So yes, that's basically what I did. Right now I am taking 2 dupes, twisting them together to make a quad, which is 4 balloons, and then twist those 2 quads together to make a cluster of 8 balloons. So I'm basically will be using a bunch of clusters, and I will be tying them neck to neck to make the garland. And let me share you guys with my thinking in regards to like block coloring and how I was going to do it for this one. Because I didn't have any 17-inch balloons for the Gemar olive color, I decided to pair that with the blue slate, basically in between the blue slate and the mustard, just because the mustard and the blue slate has that 17-inch balloons. I wanted to give the garland a little bit more dimension, and I wanted to break it up. So basically go like big, small kind of thing with the Gemar breaking it up in some areas, not all, because we will have the next color right here, which will be the blue slate, which will have some 17-inch balloons in it. But just to break it up a little bit, I'll be doing that. And I am tying... like you can also, like on the hooks, you can also use the 260Q balloons to tie the clusters on. I just like using a fishing line because with the 260, you have to really make sure that you stretch it out all the way so you don't have any left over, because it is a balloon. If the garland is moving in any kind of way, it will, move with it. Whereas the 260 balloon, whereas the fishing line, because it does not stretch when you when you tie it on, it's not going to move anywhere if you tie it tightly, versus using the 260Q. But they both are very doable, and you can do both of those. And right here, I knew I wanted to go on the ceiling. This is my first time going up on the ceiling. It wasn't too bad at all. I definitely want to do this again. I actually enjoyed it. It, gave the garland, something different. I enjoyed doing it. I definitely want to do it again. It was really nice to do something different this time. I was kind of creating as I go, but I already had my plan in my head of what I wanted to do. But it was really fun doing this part. I'm not really shy on the ladder, so I don't really have a problem. I guess if you do have a problem with ladders, then I guess that could be a concern, but I don't really mind getting up and down on the ladder. Right now, I'm just adding some clusters at the bottom, trying to thicken it out to see how I want it to go. Adding some in, and then I'm taking some out at the same time. I'm just trying to see how I want it to look right now. And then I'm going to add some more just to fill it out at the bottom, adding some blue slate, a cluster there. And then I will be adding another one to thicken it out just a little bit more later on. But I'm trying to see what to do. And this is the beauty of, I guess, the garlands, because you can pretty much play around with it to see how you want things to go. Tie clusters on, don't tie them on, however way you want right now. And if your necks of balloons is too short, you can always reach for that 260 and tie that as well to use. I always keep some 260s in my suitcase. Definitely really easy, but I'm going to start adding my filler clusters, and these are if you guys see, I think I have a previous video, actually maybe in my next video, but I basically have these tied on 260s, cut in half, and I tied 2 clusters or 2 filler clusters on the end of those. And it's easy. You can just wrap it around the balloon and then place the 5 inches where you would like them to go. It's really quick and easy, especially if you go on site. You know, you really need to tie these on. You can also do the rubber band, where you can wrap a rubber band around the 5 inches and wrap that around a balloon, or you can tie it neck to neck. But again, if you're on site and you need to quickly add these 5-inch filler clusters, the 260 is really easy, and you can, you know, do those at home and pack them up, and they'll be all ready to go once you get on site. So I love this method of adding the 260s on. And sometimes if you have the time, you don't have to do those. You can just, you know, inflate them and just use neck to neck if you want to. If you want to save some of your 260s, whichever way works best for you. But I definitely like using this method right now, just because it's, you know, I like to work smarter, not hard, not harder sometimes. But this is how everything is pretty much turning out. I'm just adding it in. I didn't do any recording of me putting the setup with like the throw blankets and the pillows and everything else. It was just a lot going on, so I didn't have time to do all of that. But I figure you guys will care more so about the balloons than the setup. And I will have, I lost my train of thought, but this is pretty much the final setup of everything. And I got that backdrop from Amazon. And it was like $22 or something like that. Yeah. But this is the final look, guys. This is how everything turned out. I also got like the tray, if you guys seen, those were from Amazon as well. They had the dates and the fruit in there. These are typical things that we will break our fast with, as well as water. And I did end up adding the 3-foot balloon, and I kind of inflated them to like 24-inch for the olive and the mustard, because it was looking a little empty. And I figured that kind of fills it in a little bit. So I end up adding those 2. And I like it. Let me know what you guys think. Please leave a comment, or please hit the thumbs up, like the video. It really helps out a lot. Subscribe to my channel, and we will be doing another setup next week, or it'll be out next week. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.